Hi guys, my name is Rustem and I am the product owner for Report Builder here at Actonic. Today we'll show you the power of Report Builder. Report Builder is a unique application covering almost all your requirements for reporting in Jira with all the capabilities it provides to build easy to create interactive reports where you could highlight whatever data outliners or anomalies you may have, easily add the reports to gadgets with multiple pre-built gadgets and your own no-coding report creation capabilities, and then export this data by printing it to any actual printer or saving it as PDF, or exporting the data to CSV, to XLS, or to PDF as an image. With Report Builder, you may create reports for whatever team needs you may have, like project progress reports or reports for Jira admins, which could be created with some additional custom coding, or reports for your team to see their performance or to perform um, performance reviews, or even reports to actually to create invoices where you could define the look of the invoice, the fields which people will fill in, and again export it, to print it and to send it to your customers. With Report Builder, you can also build an applications inside your application, just like this application, allowing you to visually plan your week with all the tasks you may have in your backlog. So your capabilities are limitless. How we achieve that? There are few major capabilities to do that. First of all is our vast library of ready-to-use reports, pre-configured reports, where everything you just need to do is to select the template, and then you may do whatever you want with your data, just like adding the issue types, for instance, here, and adding columns, whatever number of columns you want to add, hiding them, highlighting any certain conditions. For instance, if I will set here greater than 1 or 10 and highlight the figures, I will see it here right there. So that's our library of ready-to-use reports. Or the you may create the reports just from the scratch using our report creation engine called Universal Report, where you could manage creating things like that, um, in just a few seconds. And apart from that, there is a big part of the reporting related to coding. You may code your own reports using Report Builder. You will see now that to code a report using Report Builder is very easy. All you need to know is basics of HTML, optionally CSS, and some JavaScript. So what we are doing now are adding the user interface element for users to enter the filters, data, etc. Now we can edit the HTML template behind it. Voila, that's how our table will look like when we will finish. Now let's update the script. That's also a very easy task. We will just add here the fields we want to track: time spent, original estimate, and time estimates. Now let's add a helper function to turn the milliseconds into seconds. Now let's add the logic to gather the user input from the fields we created. Here it is. And now let's pull the Jira data out of Jira itself. Here it is. We will just send a JQL based on the data. The next block will be the logic to process the data. I won't explain it. You will able to see it. It's kind of easy thing to do. And the rest thing is to render the result. Here it is. We have the table now with all the data we need. We may change the user inputs and, for instance, to track all the issues I personally logged for the last month, or whoever will view this report logged for the previous month, and that's it. With such an approach, you could code literally anything for your reporting needs or for any needs beyond the reporting. But that's not all. We created a GPT for you, which will help you to create your own scripted reports easily. Here is how to start it. It could teach you how to code your scripted report. All our knowledge, all our documentation is available in the chat format. So just click it and you will have the exhaustive guide on what to do step by step and how would your first scripted report look like. For instance, now it created the template and it writes the report logic with the JavaScript, with all the necessary API calls, explains how to create the helper functions, manage permissions when your report ready, etc., etc., etc. So everything you may need in just a single prompt. We also created a few prompts for you to generate ready-to-use scripted reports code. The first one will create you a bar chart with issues open and closed by days, considering the user need to have some JQL input. So it generates you a general template of what you should do and then provides the code itself and information about how JQL and date range pickers should be named, a template, HTML template, very simple one with just one div and one canvas inside, and then generates a script to gather the data from Jira and then process it, create dates, create count of created or resolved issues, and then the render the scripted report. So that's it. Almost entire code is ready to use. What we will do now, we will copy paste all the data and we'll see how it will work like. So we're creating now a new report. Let's enter the names of fields just like AI recommended us to do it. We did it with JQL. Now let's enter the date range one. Here it is, date range, date. Let's change it, date with a capital letter, date range. Here it is. Right, and the HTML template. Okay, oh, and let's rename the report so that it will be created versus not resolved, but resolved. Resolved, right. Okay, and now let's add the script. Here it is. Let's try to run the report. Okay, we just need to change the input data for because this instance is kind of old one. Right. So the report is here. What we're not satisfied with is that it is missing the x-axis. So apparently the template is not really good. What we can do is just to ask ChatGPT to correct the template. Let's copy paste the result, update it. Here it is. Everything works. We are great. So what we can do now is to save the report and view it in a view mode from the gallery of the reports we have. Here it is. Beautiful. Now we can print it, export it, do whatever we want with it. And that's all, folks. Thank you for watching.